spit on. Anybody who ain't close enough to shit on.
Well,
hello.
Hey, folks.
Hey.
Today is an exciting day, as always.
As always. It is exciting. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Unapologetic.
A Black Love Manifesto.
A manifesto.
Manifesto.
And you guys are going to definitely want to stay tuned with us today, because today we are talking about criticism, throwing shots. We having shots on the show.
Yes. Show the tequila.
Ooh, show the tequila for the live viewers, right? In addition to the fact that we're supposed to have
we don't know, hopefully,
a guest today on the show. We're supposed to. We will see what the PR people do, because, you know, people start getting on little shows and shit, then they start thinking they the shit. So we don't know.
Wow.
You know,
wow.
They be having entourages and all kind of shit, you know. So
how about we just say TBD?
We'll see. We'll see. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Be right back.
Unapologetic.
Be careful with the shots we throwing today.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Just got scolded by my engineer. All right. I'm sorry.
We were scolded. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You know, my mouth.
See, I think that was a prime example of taking as well as giving criticism.
Yes, it was. It was. I always get in trouble. This is what happens. You know, guys.
I get in trouble too.
We do get in trouble.
It's
and
okay.
This is exactly why we're doing this show today, because I was telling Jay that, you know, we be saying a lot of crazy shit. Right?
Well, actually, she was saying I say a lot of crazy shit. She says I say fuck you to too many people who are famous.
Well, so today I said, well, how about we just have a special segment in which we just get to throw shots and shade all that we want to and get it out in the atmosphere, because we will do it today here, and then you will not hear it again.
That's a lie. You will hear it plenty. You will hear it plenty. But yeah, so we're calling the segment a little bit later, Shots on the Show. But I feel like maybe we should
I'm ready for my
we should
start.
Gotta
wait.
No, I don't think we have to wait for the segment. We can do it. Let's have some.
All right. So we're talking about criticism.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
So I will tell you this. When I was a kid, my teachers from pretty much kindergarten to 12th grade, you know, they write like in the comments section. There you go. Pop that open. They write in the comments section on a report card, like, you know, comments about you. And they always would say, Janice does not take criticism well. I feel like
that would be the feedback every time.
Almost always.
Oh my god.
Almost always. So yeah, I feel like I've grown in terms of like being able to take critiques, but it's uphill. I hate it.
So you feel like
I love giving criticism.
You love giving criticism. Yeah. I think that's like most people, right?
Is it? Yeah. Is it?
I mean, me personally, I would like to think that I'm not a criticizer, but I know that I am. And I would like to think that, because I personally don't take criticism well. Like, I'm very thin-skinned.
Yeah, me too.
So, you know
but
what I
feel
mean?
like I've given you criticism and you've been, you know, mostly good. Maybe you're like burning inside and you just start telling me that you fucking hate what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I'm emotional with it. I'm like one of those people, like, and what I just recently, this is so sad. You would think that I would have known this about myself already. Mm-hmm. I just realized that I'm like a late processor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't I know that?
You were late processing that shit. That's why. Hello. You just told us why.
It's so crazy. Like, I really thought that I was like one of these witty individuals who takes on this information in the moment, and that I like...
You can process it instantaneously.
Done. Yeah, and get it done.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, no, I'm not. I'm like a person who like takes the information. I like, you know.
Sit, ruminate.
For days, for hours, for days, for days. But then I go. You know what I mean?
Then you come back to it and you're like, okay, I'm ready to deal with this.
And I guess it depends on what it is that I care about. Because some things I don't take any time to make a decision about.
Right.
But then other things. So I say that to say... I was thinking about how I process criticism, and I think about I maybe overanalyze it.
When people give you criticism.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could do that, but in one of my old jobs, I used to get criticized all the time because I was in leadership, and basically, like, if you're in leadership, it doesn't matter what it is, you're responsible for everything. And so I had to be. I always was trying to discern, like, is this person coming from like a good place? Is this a legitimate criticism? Because sometimes I feel like I gotta be like, is this legit or is it some bullshit? Like, is it coming from? But what helps me is, like, if I hear the same thing from a lot of different sources, that's a moment where I'm like, okay, this must be legit in terms of a criticism. Because if a lot of people are seeing this shit in me, then like definitely I've got to, like, it's something I need to look at in terms of changing or evolving. So that's kind of how I view it. I still hate it. I still hate it, especially when it's legit. Because I feel like my initial response is like just to be defensive, like, nope, that's not me. I ain't do that.
Yeah,
but really,
Yeah, and I don't know. I think for me, like, I feel like I don't get a lot of criticism anyway, because I feel like people aren't just usually aren't that honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with you or just in life in general.
I'm gonna say with me.
Why?
What do you mean? Like,
why do you think they're not honest with you?
I think that people like to be nice. I think people just don't want to tell you the hard shit that helps you to grow. Like, they just won't tell you. Like, they
want it to be easy.
They want it to be easy. Give you a good example. I have become that person who will tell you if you got a booger in your nose.
But I want you to.
But motherfuckers won't tell you that.
I hate that. Or in your teeth.
Yes.
You're walking around with some spinach in your teeth all day.
They won't tell you. So I have like designated myself that person to be the awkward person. Like, excuse me, miss, you got your dress in the back of your skirt. You just walked out the bathroom.
I want that information.
But everyone
wants that information.
They'll just let you walk. I kind of put that in the realm of criticism too, because that's the type of thing. Like, just like they won't tell you got a booger in your nose, they won't tell you that hurt my feelings or you fucked up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when I at school,
or you could be better if you do this
X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But sometimes, like, especially harsh criticism, it sometimes comes out in a really, like, it's like if we're arguing, it's like it's like in a heightened situation.
Well, that's what happens because shit piles up.
And then like, I'm not trying to hear that if I'm already in my feelings about some shit. I'm like, fuck that. But I guess you're right. I'd have to go away with that shit and be like, all right, let me figure it out if this is legit or not.
And that's kind of like crazy because then you're having to try to figure out, is this thing that you've now told me in a heated moment actually legit, accurate?
Right, yes, right.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
It's just because we're
was it magnified because you're mad or whatever the case may be?
Yeah.
Whereas if you had legitimately taken time to just be like, okay, this is what's bothering me about this person or this situation.
Right.
You know what I'm sayon? It could be so much better.
Yeah. I feel like, too, I always tell my students, like, everybody does a presentation every week.
I'm taking a shot.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Well, these limes are sweet.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Woo! Jay took the whole shot. I only took like half. She's like a professional shooter.
Why is it? You didn't even take half.
I took half.
That's not even a quarter. You're playing me, Eb. Ugh. All right.
I don't know how we're going to get through this second segment because this is a lot. Okay, what were we talking about?
I was saying that, like, I tell my students all the time, critique is feedback and feedback is information. Right? So that's the shit that you have to discern. Like, what in this feedback? Wow, that's going down so hard.
Oh, okay. She was asking me earlier if it was some good tequila. I'm like, how the hell should I know? I'm like, and how you gonna ask me now after we already got it? Like, either way, we doing this tequila.
We're doing it. And it's like a full bottle too.
Apparently,
so you're not playing around.
It is now. She says this is going down hard.
But maybe, I should just restrain myself a little bit.
Actually, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. Did you feel like it went down hard?
Yeah, it took me. I went like.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I feel like feedback is information, criticism is information, and we need that shit. Like, are you better at giving or getting?
I mean, I think that we're always better at giving. And what I was going to say about that is that, you know, my key love language is words of affirmation.
Oh,
so it's
you're, like,
really
burned
hard
when people tell you that.
Yeah,
shit.
it's really hard for me to like hear that I did some crazy shit or whatever.
What does it mean to you? Like, if you hear that, what, like, how do you receive it?
It depends on how it's also given.
Yeah,
because you know it has to be delivered in a way that I can take it. Like one of the things I always tell people, and I think it's because I like to do it like that. Like if I were to give someone a harsh criticism, I would sandwich it.
PNP.
Yeah. What PNP?
Positive, negative, positive.
There you go. I would sandwich it. I would be like, here's what I really like. Yes, because that's how I want my shit. Don't be coming at me all harsh. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I should take notes on this.
Well, I'm just saying. Because that's how I like, depending on, especially if it's something like really severe and really critical, then be like, okay, here's what I really enjoy or what I like. Okay. Here's what I don't so much appreciate or what could be improved or better or whatever, especially if it's something personal about me per se. Maybe not so much about my performance or my work, but like me. And then be like, and then summarize that with some good shit. But a lot of times motherfuckers just want to come at you with the and then you be like,
that's why you suck. And you're like, you
be like,
yeah. It's like, yeah, it's true. It's
really?
True. Yeah.
Because it's almost like you feel like you're not appreciated on any level.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sandwich it in a way that is going to make it corny or that it's going to be
like, because I feel like sometimes sandwiching is like, it kind of, you're like, wait, was that a critique? Like you don't know where the criticism is because there's so like, if it's too flowery, if it's too.
I think you can be very, very clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Very clear. And sometimes the way you be very clear, you be like, okay, Jay, what I really, really like is that you have your black earrings on with your black top and all of this is wonderful. However, that's very clear.
However,
please explain to me what is Central America?
America.
Okay. And then going forward, but thank you overall. You've done amazing work. That's how you do that.
PNP.
Yeah.
Positive, negative, positive. Yeah. Do you like? And so that works for you.
I think for me.
I think the reason I shot that straight is because I'm a straight shooter. I want that shit live and direct. I don't want because I'm also like, don't tiptoe around it with me. Just get to it, and then we can like not even have it out, but like just get real with it. You know, like so.
I think it depends on who then.
No, I'm saying me. That's
like who you're talking to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some of the like sort of factors, I guess, are like I'm assuming when people are giving critiques that they mean well. I'm assuming that they're going to respect me and themselves. So I'm making several assumptions, and if those like basic things are not in place, then yeah, I'm not trying to hear from you. Like if you are trying to humiliate me or like not treat me with dignity and respect, then yeah, I don't give a fuck what your critique is. If you can't have that kind of basic level of
like dignity about something. Yeah. That's like people on the internet. Like you don't care about what people like are saying there.
Oh, it's so hard on the internet.
But I'm saying like that's a place where you could just be like, I don't care if you sandwich it. I don't care if you do this or that.
Because people just think they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want. Yeah.
You know, personally, I think if I don't give a fuck about you, then you don't got to sandwich it. Or maybe, actually, you know what? Actually, maybe I should take that back. Maybe if it's like work environment type stuff or whatever, professional, then maybe you should like sandwich it. But if it's my people, then it's like keep it funky with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, or I was watching it. They had that guy on who's the CEO of Shea Moisture. So you know about that controversy?
Oh, did they put
they put some white women in their ad?
Oh, you know what? I saw the meme where they put Rachel Dollars all on it.
Right, it said like before Shea Moisture, after Shea Moisture. And they had her like super white girl picture from when she was a teenager, and then they had her like kind of modern day fake black lady picture. Yeah, and so he was on there. Keep going. He was on there, and like they have literally the black women on the internet have been dragging the shit out of that dude and the company, rightly so. But I also feel like the internet is a place where criticism is just unleashed. Like you don't have to behave. You don't have to treat people with no kind of respect. And, like again, I am not a fan of Rachel Dolezal, not at all. I am not defending her shit. But I just, like, her life was ruined. She was also fuckery, still is. But, like, her life was ruined in less than 48 hours.
Do we know that her life was ruined?
Girl, yes. Well, okay, excuse me. I don't know that her life was ruined. But she's always crying now about she can't find a job.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and she wrote a book.
No comment.
You're like, she shouldn't get no job. Fuck her.
No,
I know.
No comment.
No, okay, excuse me. No comment. Yeah. So, but I mean, like, on the internet, people get dragged. People, companies, United got dragged like a motherfucker the other day because they, like, abuse that dude.
Well,
I mean, that's completely legitimate as far as I'm concerned. That's
a different form of criticism. That's like,
that's
your
legitimate
ass.
criticism.
That was like backlash. You're like, that was just ridiculousness.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or that Pepsi ad. Pepsi got dragged. That little Jenna girl got dragged. Again, legitimate.
That was legitimate criticism.
Totally legit.
Like, y'all need to take that. But, like, if somebody just trolls up on your page, right?
Right, yeah.
Just trolls up on your page, like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't like them glasses you got on there. What?
No, every now and again, some crazy, like, white supremacists will troll my page.
Oh.
And, you know, I'm not even on Twitter like that. So, first of all, I'm just annoyed because I'm like, where do you get off? I'm not even on here enough for you to be trolling me.
Get out.
Yeah. Fuck you. How come you don't talk about black on black crime? Yeah, dumb shit. That's not critique. That's racism. That's different.
That would be something a little bit different.
Yeah,
that feels like harassment.
That's totally harassment. Yeah.
That feels like harassment.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really get on the internet and troll me like that. But, like, you know, big time celebrities or companies or whatever get that stuff.
They get criticized all the time. Personally, I'm not sure that I can deal with that level of criticism. You got to be, like, really strong because, this is, you know, one time I heard Jennifer, oh my God, I can't think of her last name right now. Not Hudson. It's the other one, but she plays the mom on Blackish, the older mom.
Jennifer Lewis.
Yes, Jennifer Lewis. And she gave this amazing speech one time. And she was like, you know, before you make it to Hollywood, you really need to know who you are.
Yeah.
She was like, the elevator is broke on the way to success. So you really need to know who you are. Take your time and figure out who you are.
Yeah.
She said, because when you sitting in the back of that limo, you're going to need to know.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when people are coming for you, people who don't know you.
Yeah. It's so much influence.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's so
going
much
on.
influence. So when you're dealing with that level, why are these people naked over there? When you're dealing with, we're looking out the window, guys, and there's like naked people across the street. I'm watching them.
I haven't seen enough of it. I need to put this
But
on
like
pause
when
and
you're
look.
dealing with that level of criticism, then it's a lot of influence. And if you didn't know who you are, you would be subject to change yourself at every moment.
Right. So I feel like you do have, and even in life of not a celebrity, you got to be really grounded, right? Because people are, I think sometimes it's positional. So, like, are you a celebrity? Are you a leader of some sort?
I started to get that with our shows.
Oh, really? People
people are like really like trying to be influential right now. Really? Oh, okay.
Like in terms of giving criticism?
Yeah.
And you think it's not legit?
Maybe. it's maybe legit. But
see, I listen. I want to hear it.
It's maybe legit. But you got to be listening like this now because you like where you was at when where you was at though. Now you got something to say.
But I feel like it's legit because this is a new venture for us. So I feel like for me, all critique is good, and I feel like we're able to discern what is like if. Like we'll hit each other up, be like, "Hey, I just heard this critique. Like, is that like, what do you think about it, right?" Because if somebody outside of me and you gives us a critique, I definitely want to check in with you to be like, "Is this some bullshit?" 'Cause I'm starting from a place of like, "Wait a minute, I think this is some bullshit." So, but I want to hear it because, like, you know, for me that helps us grow. You know,
what is a time when maybe somebody gave you their opinion on some shit about you, and you was like, you had a hard time with it?
So like all the time, I fucking hate criticism. But I will say, like, a few years ago, I was in therapy, and the therapist kept telling me all these things about myself, and I was like, this bitch is crazy. She know what she's talking about. And then, literally, like, a year later, I was like, she was right about everything. She was right about everything. But I just was, like you say, I was processing behind the 8 ball. I wasn't in a position to really hear what she was saying. I was like, oh, she don't know what she's saying. She's whack. She's whack. She's monumentally whack. But she was so right. She was literally right. Everything she said was completely accurate in terms of like, you know, the way forward I needed to go and things I needed to do and healing I needed to heal. And I was like, oh. Yeah. I'm not great with that.
Yeah.
I'm not great with that. Or like just sometimes I'll mishear because I'm so like revved up about getting the critique. I'll hear something that's not there and people will be
Nobody
like,
said that.
no one said that. People will be like, bitch, no one is talking to you.
Who said that?
Who said that? Yeah. And then I'll have to recover, and be like, okay, well, excuse me, I misheard that.
Right.
So yeah, listening skills crucial to taking critique, right? And giving.
This is important because you don't want to take things out of context, you know?
Yeah. Because I'm like, what do they call it? Hair trigger. I'm just ready to be like, no! Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
Maybe you should take some notes, Eb. Maybe you should take some notes.
I already know these things. Thank you very much. I have taken notes thoroughly.
Right. You're very intuitive. You're very intuitive. That's true.
Well, I would say, like, I think I usually, I think I'm my worst critic, honestly.
Me too.
And I criticize myself often. So I think maybe that's why I don't have, besides people not being honest or having the courage to be honest, like, I think that's why I don't hear it a lot, because I'm usually trying to do a lot of the reflection work myself to correct some shit, you know, before somebody gets there.
That's so interesting that you say that, because one of the things my mom always says to me is, you know, if you were like easier on yourself, maybe you would be easier on other people. So that's interesting, because I don't find you to be like a hard ass in your critiques with other people. Maybe you are, and I don't know, but I feel like that's not.
Well, it may
that's not how you come into the world, really.
I think because I feel like there was a time I used to be really hard on myself. And that was a time when but now I've grown past that, and I realized at that time that I was being really hard on myself is because I was running from my past. And so anything that reminded me of my past or of the type of person that I could have probably turned out to be, I wanted to deflect that. And so there was a time where I was like really bitchy, like really some kind of way, treating people some kind of way.
So there is, I think you're right. There's a lot of shame tied up in that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. So if you're not like real about who you are and like where you've come from, and also, you know, essentially accepting of that and of that part of yourself, then you can be like kind
I
of
always
raging.
say that. I always say I'm like, you know, I really truly believe that you can't fully celebrate other people unless you can really, really, fully, truly celebrate yourself. Yeah, you know, that's just how I feel.
I agree.
And so there was a time where I was nowhere near a party for me. And so I used to be really critical. I couldn't even watch shows like Love and Hip Hop or Real Housewives of Atlanta because I was hating so bad. Yeah. I couldn't even begin to watch those shows
because it was just like, oh, disgusting.
Horrible. I would find everything wrong with them. Whatever was wrong, everything wrong. I was such a hater, and it was because I was mad about my shit. But it was like, no, you know, over the years as I've begun to like release my energy and everything, I'm okay, and I'm celebrating me. I'm celebrating other people. So the criticism is really, I don't know. I just feel like I take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Before it gets there.
And so how about you? If somebody's like giving you criticism,
you know what?
Failed.
I will say this one time though. This is a really good story. This one time, I had given this young lady, she asked me for like real valid advice.
Yeah. Critique or advice?
Critique. Okay, maybe not critique. Maybe.
Maybe, but I decided to give her some anyway.
Look, maybe she asked me for advice and I gave her a critique. I don't fucking know. Okay.
Whatever, let's not split hairs. It's fine.
And she gave me you know, she asked me for this thing, and I just gave her an honest assessment of what I thought was going on. Yeah. Well, honey, lo and behold, the next day, she comes to me and she's like, yeah. I process. She's a slow processor too. She's slow processing. Oh fucking God. Right? So she's like, I process too.
Oh my.
And you don't need to be giving nobody no advice. I was like, oh no. What did I do? You know what I'm
no.
saying?
Oh no.
She was like so mad at me. And I was feeling some type of way. It took me a long time to process that. She basically told me, don't give nobody else no advice ever.
God.
So I was like,
God.
dude, all right.
And did that stop you from doing that?
Hey, we got some guests in the studio, folks.
Yes.
We'll see what's going down.
In just one moment.
In just one moment, I think it's the appropriate time for a break. So we'll be right back.
Right back.
Man.